Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend is a very important weekend as WWE presents Crown Jewel. As Crown Jewel will be broadcasted live from Perth, Australia. And seeing the match card, it looks incredible. Much better than WrestlePalooza. And as of right now, there are 5 matches on Crown Jewel. Will there be a 6th? I don't know. But as of this, there are 5 matches on the show. So let's get started, as the first match I want to talk about is a tag team match as Rhea Ripley and Io Sky take on Kairi Sane and Asuka, known as the Kabuki Warriors. So this all started when Asuka was not liking how Io Sky has been making new friends on Monday Night Raw. And then after WrestlePalooza is where everything started to come in. You see, on Monday Night Raw, Asuka was having this nasty attitude and Rhea Ripley was tired of it. So she challenged her to a match. So that was the main event of Monday Night Raw, and then Asuka ends up turning on Io because Io wanted Asuka to stop this nasty attitude that she's been having for the past number of months. And Kairi does not like the way Asuka has been acting. So then Asuka, even though Kairi does not want to do what Asuka says, she has to do what Asuka says. But heading into Crown Jewel, this might be a little change. So who wins this match? Come on. Since we're in Perth and Rhea Ripley's from Australia, come on, you gotta give it to Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. How do I see this happening? Well, Kairi turns on Asuka because Kairi knows that she still cares about Io. So betraying Asuka would be the best for Kairi Sane. And what happens after? Well, we'll just find out on Monday Night Raw. The next match I want to talk about is for the Women's Crown Jewel Championship, as the WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton takes on the Women's World Champion Stephanie Vaquer. Now the story is that Stephanie Vaquer won the Women's World title at WrestlePalooza. Then on the next Friday night SmackDown, there was a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Champion as Tiffany Stratton defended the title against Jade Cargill and Nia Jax. So then we get to the contract signing with Tiffany Stratton telling Stephanie, "I'm undefeated all throughout 2025. And yes, that is a fact for anyone asking. So who wins this match? I'm gonna have to go with Stephanie Vaquer because Tiffany Stratton all throughout 2025 has been undefeated. Not like I have a problem with it. I just think that Tiffany Stratton needs to take a couple of L's, to be honest with you. And also, this will elevate Stephanie Vaquer as a rising star on the main roster. So now I want to move on to the next match on the show. It is an Australian street fight as Roman Reigns goes one-on-one with Bronson Reed. Now this is their second match together, as their first match took place at Clash in Paris. Now when Roman Reigns made his return not too long ago on Monday Night Raw, here I thought, and I'm sure everyone else was thinking about this, I was thinking that Roman Reigns was going to fight Braun Breaker. Now the thing is here, Crown Jewel is in Australia, Bronson Reed is also from Australia. And guess what happened? And I've heard this from another person. Don't ask who. Bronson Reed wasn't able to go to Australia to be a part of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view that was happening there. And now that Crown Jewel was being in Perth, Australia, this gives an opportunity for Bronson Reed to be on the show. And for him to be on the show against a big top star like Roman Reigns, this is incredible. Now, since this is a street fight, just know that there's going to be a lot of shenanigans. You'll probably see Braun Breaker get involved, maybe the Usos, CM Punk, LA Knight. This could probably mean that, we might be seeing a new member of the Vision. It could either happen in this match, or maybe Cody versus Seth Rollins, which I will talk about later on. So who wins this match? Since Roman Reigns won their first encounter, I'm going to have to give this victory to Bronson Reed. Because Bronson is one of those guys that could be a legit world champion in the next, 2 to 3 years. And especially when it's happening in Australia, even better. And then what happens with Roman Reigns? Well, the story continues. Now the next match I want to talk about is a big one, as John Cena goes one-on-one with AJ Styles. Now throughout 2025, John Cena has not been having the retirement run that he always wanted it to be. So he took to Twitter and posted this: "I do not choose my opponents, but even through tough times, always listen to the fans." AJ Styles, are you listening? Better yet, Triple H, are you listening? Hashtag Cena versus Styles. And then AJ Styles took to Twitter and he says, "I hear them loud and clear. Let's do it. I'm ready. And all of this led to the big announcement of John Cena versus AJ Styles happening at Crown Jewel. And this, Cena even said it himself, I do not choose my opponents. Basically telling that WWE were the ones that chose his opponents. So for those who are saying that, oh, John Cena was the one that brought Brock Lesnar back, no, he did not. Anyways, back into this match. This all happened because of the fans, John Cena, and AJ Styles making it happen. On Raw, AJ Styles had a 6-man tag team match and he got the victory along with Dragon Lee and Penta. After the match, he gets a microphone and he starts saying, Cena versus Styles, it doesn't have to be a story. The story writes itself. And AJ Styles does have a point. And it also leads to WWE doing this amazing video package on the history of John Cena and AJ Styles, giving the details of John Cena being the face of WWE and AJ Styles being the face of TNA. So who wins this match? Oh my goodness, this is hard. Because you got two of the best wrestlers of this entire industry. But if I was to guess, I would probably have to go with John Cena. I know I could have chose AJ Styles. I know he needs some dubs, but I think John Cena needs it more. Who do you guys think needs it more? Let me know in the comments below. Now the last match on the show, which I'm assuming is the main event, it is for the Men's Crown Jewel Championship as the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes goes one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins. Now I'm sure we all mentioned that the Crown Jewel Championship makes no sense, but this actually does. Because the history of Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, their trilogy from WrestleMania to Backlash to Hell in a Cell, to Seth Rollins helping Cody Rhodes finish the story, to Cody Rhodes thinking that Seth Rollins is in control of the Vision, Seth Rollins not liking Cody, he never liked him in the first place. Like the history between these guys, it's absolutely insane. So who wins this match? Well, like in the Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns match, there's gonna be some shenanigans. And I bet after all that shenanigans, it's gonna lead to Seth Rollins getting the victory over Cody Rhodes. And after this, we're heading towards Survivor Series, meaning that Cody Rhodes is still going to be a part of this story, along with Seth Rollins and everybody else that is involved. And I'm sure everyone has mentioned this, that this is going to lead to War Games. But anyways, guys, that is my WWE Crown Jewel predictions. What are your predictions? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell for more videos, follow me on Twitter at EthanSoyShow, and I'll see you in the next one.